What is up, ones? This is Aspect One here. Welcome to a retrospect type of video, just to conclude the worst year ever in my lifetime. Hopefully, the worst year of my lifetime. Hopefully, we don't get a year that's worse than this last year, as this video is going to be out on January 1st. Hopefully, it should be, at least it should be. Anyways, wow, this last year. I'm gonna think of it like that because there's so much. Surely this year's gonna be better. Surely it's gonna be so much better, right? It just has to be. I mean, I hope this year's better for all of you too, because I think I'm almost 100% confident it's safe to say that this year has probably been the worst year for most of us, if not all of us, in fact. And it's one of those years where, I mean, I know everyone said it already. Probably, if you watch any other YouTuber, they probably made a retrospective video on 2020. So it's probably like, you know, I'm repeating the same thing they're saying, but it's so true. It's just, this year was nuts in the worst way possible, and it really put me in a very, like, it put me in a pit of hell, if you will. And it's one of those things where it's just like I still haven't recovered. I don't think I would say, per se. In a way, I haven't, I would say, but for the most part, like, you know, the good thing is, like, you know, I'm building blocks again. I'm kind of getting myself up, if you will. I'm trying to, at least. I'm still on the ground. It feels like I'm still on the ground, but I'm getting up slowly. So that's the good news. It's just, the thing is, I'm still on the ground. I'm in the process of getting back up, if you will. I think that's pretty obvious. At least I would think so, from if I was in your perspective. I mean, if you just see like my video schedule on my new channel, or when I say my new channel, I mean this channel, obviously. Like, you know that, wow, you haven't been posting at all. And a lot of it has because I've been busy, but it's just also because, like, there's just a lot of days where I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. I feel like so depleted in a lot of ways. And a big reason for that is, I mean, one thing is fatigue, but like, I don't think fatigue was like that big of a thing, honestly. I think the thing that really hurt me was like literally losing my channel, which I know happened. Did that happen during the pandemic? I think it did. I want to say, did it happen in April or March? No, actually it might happen a little later. Okay, no, I remember. I think it happened in May, actually, or June. I think it happened in June, because I think it happened near my... No, it was May, because I think it happened on Mother's Day, if I'm correct. Yeah, it happened on May. Yeah, it happened in May. It was like late May, if I remember correctly now, when my channel got hacked. And then I got it back in June, I think, or July, I can't remember. And then, yep, YouTube refuses to give it back to me. I mean, ever since that whole scenario and that whole thing, like, I've literally just... like, it really just hurt my productivity. Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I think that's a word. If it isn't, that I made it up on the spot. Go figure. But knowing my grammar, I probably don't. That's probably not even a word, but I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, like, seriously, it hurt a lot of things for me, honestly. It's just like, imagine working so hard on like a channel that wasn't even intended to be what it is now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think everyone who makes a channel, like, is like hoping, like, oh, you know, I hope like a lot of people watch it and, you know, love it. But like, it's just one of those things you don't ever expect. I mean, it's true. It really isn't. Like, how my channel grew, like, I still can't believe it, honestly. And it's amazing that I'm just happy that you guys love it, honestly. And literally, it was just a hobby. And for a tiny bit, for a very, very, very tiny bit, literally for like 3 months, if I'm correct, it turned actually into a part-time job, which is nice. And then this was back in 2016, by the way. But then YouTube's like, you know, they threw the hammer down on the whole community. If you guys remember, you probably know what I'm talking about, where not only like they're starting to demonetize more videos, but they're also like trying to like say, hey, you're not family friendly, demonetize. It's just one of those things. It was the start of that. I think it was 2016, if I'm correct. But yeah, like, safe to say, my YouTube channel has been through a lot of ups and downs, to say the least. And yeah, this one that happened this year was the worst, because, like, you know, I still made a lot of videos, like, even with like the whole YouTube hammer hitting down, the demonetization hammer. Even when that hammer hit all of us, I still was pretty productive, I would say. I think I was really productive still throughout the years. But then, like, once this happened, and then on top of it, COVID and everything, like, once all that hit, it was over. Like I don't know, for some reason, like everything, I just feel like dejected in so many ways, because it's just, again, it's like 7 years of work just going down the drain, and it's something I might never see again. But the good news is I did reapply to see if I could like get my channel back, so I'm hoping to hear back from YouTube soon, because I did it a couple times already. Though I did it once, I think. I say a couple of times. I did it once, and I was just like, I'm just gonna focus my new channel, and also on top of that, I was hoping to find a job, because we're not getting any money from anything recently. We only had one stimulus check, and then supposedly I was gonna last us the whole year. But anyways, yeah, there was like more things I had to deal with, and like I just didn't have time to like get back my channel. I tried once and YouTube just said no. So finally, since things are starting to settle down again, and like I said, I'm trying to get back up on my feet, I reapplied today, so hopefully I hear back soon. And it's 2021. It's kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of like very optimistic in a way, so I'm hoping that maybe because the new year hit, that maybe I could get it back. Hopefully so. Because I haven't seen my old channel since May. It's been that long, guys. I can't believe it's been that long. It feels longer, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, it feels like years, but it's honestly been less than 8 months, a little less than 8 months, I think, or 9 months if I count correctly. I don't know, but yeah, that was like the big highlight for me this year. And it's not even a highlight, it's a bad highlight. It's like playing Overwatch, and you're like, you're not in the play of the game, but you're in the kill feed, and it's like, oh my god, like, why me? I don't want to. And you look like a fool, it's like one of those things. That's what it feels like to me. But that really put me in like, not a bad mood per se, but I was depressed for a very long time, and I am still about it. Like, I really am. It's just this. Like, I put my heart and soul into it, and it's just like, for it to be taken away from you. Like, I understood why YouTube did what they did to like get rid of the hacker and everything, right? Completely understood why they do it. It was the only way, I think, to be honest, so they could get rid of the hacker. The problem is like, I had to get my channel back, but in the process of that, they also deleted my channel. Well, they didn't delete it. It said permanently disabled. So it's kind of the same thing, I guess. I don't know. But I'm hoping to get it back, and yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'll let you guys know soon enough if I could get it back. But yeah, it's been rejected once, so I'm hoping, I get accepted again. But I've been through this process before, not through YouTube per se, but like, through life, job interviews, hell, even just getting to college, for example, is just like, you apply to a lot of places, and then you get rejected. You're just hoping, and all you need is one. You just need one acceptance, and it kind of brings your hopes up a bit, but that's kind of the hope and goal right now. But yeah, I'm just rambling. In case you didn't know already, this is definitely a ramble video, and this is something that I'm good at. But there was also some good things this year. There was, like, I got a job, which was nice. I didn't think it was possible after applying so many times. Other than that, I don't know if there's else hasn't been anything good. I mean, honestly, I'm trying to think of it. I really can't. I mean, I found some new channels, I guess, I watched, which was fun. I kind of I got back into watching anime again, because there was actually like a very dry run for me where I just didn't watch any anime. But then I got back into it. I don't know why I stopped watching. I just stopped watching. I just felt meh for some reason. I think I honestly, I seriously mean what I say when I said I felt depressed after my channel was gone and getting hacked. Like, I'm pretty sure that was a huge reason why. Like, that seriously dampened my mood so much. I honestly can't stress that enough. So I'm really hoping I get it back. It'd be amazing to start off the new year. Can you imagine? Not that I don't like making my new channel, but I do miss my old videos. I miss having my old videos there, and it's also a place for you guys to go find my old videos, because right now I'm in the process of trying to get some of my old videos, and I'm running out. The ones that I saved somehow, I'm running out of them. And now we're at the point of like, okay, well, I need to ask others to see if they have my old videos, and someone does, but I'm still waiting on a response. And I understand it's holiday season, so I'm not going to rush or anything, but yeah, it's just one of those things right now where it is what it is. And yeah, anyways, enough about 2020. I mean, like I was saying, I did find some nice things though, at least at the top of my head. I mean, well, I hung out with my friends recently, so that was nice. It's been a bit. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I really did reconnect to my friends and family a bit more, which was awesome. Because again, when you're in the grind, the YouTube grind, like it's just nonstop. Let's see. I finished my classes. I finished all my class. I haven't got my degree yet, but I finished all my classes. The only reason that is because I need like a internship or a job with my degree to get my college degree. So hopefully that happens this year. Hopefully I get my degree this year. But the one positive note is that I finished all my classes, which is nice. It was a very long time coming, but seriously, I can't believe like I'm actually done with college, if you will. So that's something. I didn't think I was gonna see the end of the tunnel there. Let's see, I got a job, which is nice. I think I already mentioned that. Oh, and yeah, channels, I keep mentioning it, but the one great thing is that I found some channels I really love, and they're honestly amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I think if you're outside looking in, it's like one of those things like, oh, you're totally simping here, but it's like maybe a bit, but at the same time, they're actually legitimately amazing channels. And it's the HoloLive channels, specifically the English ones, because again, the other ones it's hard to follow because again, I don't know that language, in this case Japanese, but yeah, the HoloLive English channels, which is Ina, Gura, Amelia, Mori, it's Mori. Yeah, Mori. I don't know why I hesitate. And Kiara, those five. All five. I really love all their channels. Like they have. That's a seriously amazing idea. I know it's been around for a tiny bit, and I'm sure you guys heard of Kizuna Ai. Like she was like the one that was like that really put it on the map, if you will. But this year it took off. Like it absolutely took off. Like easily. I know there's like Corona, I think is her name. I know there's a couple others. I can't remember at the top of my head that are like pretty big, but I specifically follow the English ones because again, that's the language I know. So it's like the one I would understand the best too, you know? But like I found those channels and really like brought my mood up, and they really, really, really like helped me keep me motivated, if you will. As cheesy as it sounds, they really did. And it really brought me better moods, especially like during this last year, like this very terrible year. But that was definitely one of the benefits, and it was just like very interesting, and it got my creative like cogs going, if you will. And I have some ideas I want to like try out. It will be like new channels, but it's like an idea I've always wanted to mess with, so that's interesting. Let's see, other retrospective stuff. I mean, yeah, so I'm thankful for that. Yeah, I guess the last thing I got to mention is that I'm really sad that theaters closed, because I'm sure you guys know already, but like I'm a movie junkie in general, and I love going to movie theaters to go watch movies because it's truly an immersive experience. The whole problem with me is like with watching movies at home and such is that it's not immersive enough because you're distracted so easily. It's like, oh, I could go to the kitchen and get food. You know, that's a distraction. I know it's in a way, in a lot of ways, that's nice. It's like, oh, okay, you know, I can make my own popcorn, and I could get a pickle, I could get my soda, I could get my candy. Like, yeah, that's nice, but like it just it takes you away from the immersion, if you will. And not only that, but also you can use your phone because, you know, you're in your own home. You can use your phone. It's so easy to use your own phone. It's easy to get distracted by other things like my cats, for example, family, friends, etc., etc. That it's just like, it's hard to get into, at least for me, it's very hard to get into the movie. Like I'm one of those people, I'm not one of those people who always complains like, oh, they're chattering a lot, you know, like, you know, like don't get me wrong, if they're being loud, I will actually, I'm the person who'll do that. Or if they keep pulling their phone out and like you see that bright light, which is so annoying, like I'll be that person. Like, come on, we're in a theater, you know, go do that somewhere else. Like, you know, if you're on low brightness and I barely see it, I'm not going to give a crap. But it's, you know what I'm talking, it's those people who literally didn't change anything, and it's just like, it's like a freaking spotlight happening. But anyways, yeah, I miss the theaters because it was a way for me to like escape reality for the most part. And when I'm at home, I don't escape reality. It's hard to. So if even, honestly. So I really do miss the theaters because it was a way for me to escape from the real world and at least be immersed into another world. Whether it's based in a real world or not, it doesn't matter because it's just in a different environment for me. And I like it like that. And it's peaceful and it's quiet. For the most part, it is, if you know what I mean. But I really do miss the theaters. That's a huge thing I miss. And in case you're asking, yes, I'm not happy about that HBO thing. I really am not, because that's going to hurt the movie industry greatly. I know they're still playing theaters, but it's gonna hurt theaters greatly, and that's not a good thing. But luckily, the theater I go to, I think they'll be fine, because it's a very like it's Alamo Drafthouse. That's the movie theaters I go to. The good thing about the Alamo Drafthouse is that it's full of movie lovers. Like the audience, the target audience are aiming for is like movie lovers, right? Or theater junkies, movie junkies and such, right? So they play like older movies, a lot of older movies, and like classics, along with just like, again, they know who they're marketing for, is what I'm saying. And because of that, like, I don't feel too threatened that they're ever going to go away from here, because their community that they have, that they build here in Texas, is very great, honestly. And it's different, like compared to like the Cinemark or AMC and all these other theaters, which aim for the more casual, or even like Studio Movie Girl, who aims for like more of a family type of people, or you know what I mean, not family type, but you know, aim towards families. Like they're still considered casuals, and because of that, like I feel like they're gonna have the harder time bringing those people back. Where I think Alamo, at least here, and I know here in Austin in particular, like they're gonna bring back their community still and everything, and I think they'll be fine moving on forward. I'm hoping, at least. And not to mention, I truly do believe it's the best theater. But yeah, so I'm not too worried. But at the same time, I can't help but be a little worried, because if every other company starts doing this, and oh boy, that is not good. But we'll see. I'm not sure how that's going to go. That's going to be debated more along this year. And I know there's like current, like a lot of court stuff happening. So we'll see how that goes. I'm definitely curious about it. And I know a lot of people like watching movies from home, but like, I'm definitely not one of those people. I actually despise it. Okay, but I'm not going to end 2020 on that note. That's a very poor, like poor note. I would say like one of the great things this year was Soul. I love Soul. Soul was amazing. Really great. It was definitely one of the better Pixar films, like the better half, if I say so myself. Maybe one day I'll do a video on something like that, but that's what I'm talking about, the creativity stuff. It's an idea I have, and I really like this idea. I just need to try it someday, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. If it happens, I'll let you guys know, of course. But yeah, Soul is really great. I haven't seen Wonder Woman 84 yet. That was actually one of my most hyped movies this year, but then the trailer from months ago, I can't remember, really sketched me out. So I haven't seen it yet. And then just to add on top of that, I didn't hear the best reviews. So, and it seemed like my worst nightmares came true about the movie. To simply put it, like I remember talking to this my friend, how when that trailer came out, I think it was the DC fandom, when that thing happened, I think it was in October or maybe September, I can't remember. But when that fandom happened, they gave away like when they showed off a 3-minute trailer, I think, for the movie. I got really, really worried. I told my friends, like, I think it was my second most hyped movie of this year, next to was Dune supposed to come out this year? I know Black Widow was up there. Okay, maybe Wonder Woman wasn't too. I don't remember, but it was definitely top 5, like most hyped movie of this year for me. I think Candyman was up there too. But anyways, what I'm trying to get with here is that like once that trailer came out, like the big problem I had with this, that they revealed so much different plot points, which is always scary, especially once they reveal that runtime. I was even more worried, because there's so much potential for it to be not so good. I wouldn't say bad per se, but not good. It has potential to, like, the floor goes lower, if you will, but the ceiling also increases, because if you do it right, then if you like successfully go through like each plot point really well, then it'll be, you know, no big deal. Like it'll naturally should be a good movie. But the problem was, from what I've heard, spoiler-free reviews and such, that the movie was super, super slow in getting through those points, and they had so much to reveal at the same time. AKA, my initial thought from the first trailer is that, oh no, don't tell me this is going to be like The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I liked, but I didn't love. And that was my biggest fear going into this movie, especially after seeing that trailer. That trailer really confirmed. I'm like, oh no. Because you guys could tell me if I'm wrong or not. I haven't seen it yet, but I think there's going to at least be 3 different plot lines right now. Something with her boyfriend who's deceased from the first movie. So I'm curious how he comes back, for 1. 2, the whole thing with Cheetah, and 3, the whole thing with Pedro Pascal's character. I can't remember what villain he is exactly, but that's 3 different plot lines, and to do that all in like 2.5 hours. It's possible, but at the same time, it's like you have to develop it and such, and I'm worried that they're not going to develop every single one. And based from what I'm hearing, they haven't done that, so that's why I'm worried, and that's why I'm holding it off. I'm definitely going to see it before like the this month ends, because I think it goes off HBO Max on just January 25th. So I am going to check it out, but I'm definitely like, I have lower expectations, which might be a good thing. So I might like it more than I initially thought, but it's one of those things that I was worried about. So we'll see. But if you guys like it, let me know. There's my little ramble, but you guys know how I am about movies. Let's see. Anything else that came to mind that has been great from 2020? Oh yeah, Room Number 9. Awesome. I'm enjoying it. it's enjoyable, I'd say. It definitely like again, it gets my cogs thinking, if you will, and it's a nice horror. I really like it as a horror visual novel. It's definitely not one of my favorites. I will say that much. Easily, I'll say that. It's definitely not one of my favorites, but it is a good horror visual novel, in my opinion. We have that going on. Hashihima, the Old Book Town. I know I played that earlier this year. Hopefully we get to finish that soon, somehow, some way, if I get my old channel back. But that was definitely one of the best surprises of this year. That's probably, if I had to say a visual novel of the year, like that would be it for me, even though I think it came out last year on Steam and everything. I think it came out last year, but just from like playing it in general, it's definitely visual novel of the year for me, at least so far, from how far I played. So there's that. What else did I play this year? I think, did I play My Burning Heart this year? It's been so long, I don't remember, but My Burning Heart was fun. That was actually exactly what I expected of me, and it was great. It lived up to my expectations, so that's good. Let's see, Divine Speaker Extended Demo, that happened. I loved it. We're not even done yet, but I'm loving it. That's exactly what I expected as well, so that's also awesome. Let's see, what else we got? Ooh, let's see. I'm trying to remember, what else do we do this year? Because I don't know, this year's felt so long, but at the same time, like, I'm not sure how long it's actually been. I can't remember the rest of the top of my head. Camp Buddy, new things came out. We're going to try that out, of course. And yeah, I don't know. What else is there for 2020? Stars made the Stanley Cup final, which was really nice. They didn't win, but they made it better than I thought they were going to do. That's for sure. I was definitely super critical on them. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Yeah, that's 2020 in a nutshell, I guess. It's just not much has happened, but at the same time, a lot has happened, at least it feels like to me. So for 2021, I know I'm rambling on, so I'm sorry, but but you guys know how I am. But for 2021, I hope to get back on my feet. That's like my biggest goal, is to get back up on my feet and just start actually progressing forward. As I felt like, because of the whole pandemic and everything, like I really just digressed, if you will, in general. So I'm hoping that, yeah, I get back on my feet and start moving forward this year. That's kind of the goal. That's the general goal. And yeah, I want to like, because like ever since I lost my channel, I want, again, a big part of that, I think, is because my channel is gone. That's why I'm like went back down completely, but I'm trying to get back up. And my parents did me a favor. They actually got me a calendar, which I think is extremely helpful to have, especially like in the state I'm in, where I just lost my love for YouTube grinding. I want to get back into that, but it's also one of those things where this year I'm not sure how YouTube is going to be for me, honestly, moving forward, just because like I think a lot of people agree that YouTube is just, ever since Google bought YouTube, which I can't remember exactly when that happened, every year since they had them, it's been bad. It's been worse, I should say. And which is why a lot of people are going to Twitch now. I'm sure like a lot of your favorites people that you watch on YouTube are doing more on Twitch than they are with YouTube itself. Maybe they're still doing both, but for the primarily they're doing more on Twitch, I'm assuming. And maybe Facebook gaming, but I don't know who the hell does Facebook gaming. But it's just one of those things where I feel like more people are live streaming, and it's like I'm kind of thinking about jumping on that same boat, honestly, at this point, which is going to be difficult because, again, I can't stream a lot of English novels, but I can do a lot of other things. That's good news, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't want to jump that ship yet. I really want to get my old YouTube channel back first before I even like think about that. So we'll see. I'm going to keep trying until like, that time comes. If I end up not getting it back, then I'll actually be like, make a serious decision on that note. But I would like to stream more though, but I need to find time to. That's the only problem right now. but yeah, moving on to 20, I sidetracked there, but yeah, my parents got a calendar. It's a Taylor Swift calendar, and you guys know how much I love Taylor Swift. Like, I love Taylor Swift. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned that. 2020, she put 2 albums out in 2020. Doesn't get any better than that. That honestly helped me out too a lot. Like, it was just an awesome surprise, seriously. And she made 3 albums within a 12-month period, I think, or at least a 14-month period, which is insane. Honestly, it's amazing. And I loved all 3 albums personally. And I still, in case you're wondering, Folklore is like, I still think that's her second best album right now. I think it's actually really great. Evermore is pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not sure what I'll rank that one yet. I still have to listen a couple more times to make an actual decision. Lover was really great though, but I don't know. Evermore is different. Like, it's hard not to compare it to Folklore, but I really think Folklore is the better album in my opinion. But if I had to combine both, that would be nice, because in that case, like, it's seriously one of her best albums. But anyways, yeah, Taylor Swift, big part of 2020 and making it great, honestly. But yeah, my parents bought a calendar for me, which is nice. And I thought, maybe I should make like a video schedule on here. And this is also not I got the inspiration from this from the Hololive, actually, the English Hololive members I was talking about, Gura and everybody. They do this like, so every week, I think every Saturday or Sunday, they put out a new like weekly schedule, if you will. And to be honest, that's pretty inspirational. I think that would actually help me out a lot. It's like it's kind of like giving me a deadline, if you will. And it's trying to like, it's just a different thing that I used to do. Usually I'm not so bad about like the YouTube grind, but because of like this whole year, I had to pick myself back up, and I think this would be a good way to do so. So I'm already behind a bit, but I think I'm going to just put everything out like one day forward, if that makes any sense. So ignore what it is now, but like, this is the plan for this week. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but I'll also leave a picture down at Twitter, and also well, maybe just Twitter, because I feel like Twitter is the best way to like notify you guys about like new stuff. But as you see from the calendar right there, the goal is to put a Camp Buddy video up yesterday, but that didn't happen. So this is happening instead. Like, I'm moving everything forward because I wanted to make a retrospect video, because I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a bit, like face to face. But the plan is, I guess for today, we'll have this video up. Tomorrow we'll have Camp Buddy. And then the day after, which I think will be Sunday, we'll have Room Number 9 Divine Speaker demo will happen on the 4th, which is day after New Year's Day observed. What the hell is that? I don't know. It's a New Zealand holiday though, apparently. But yeah, so we'll do that. And hey, on Wednesday, next Wednesday, we have a day called Epiphany. Interesting. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. I am going to try this out and see if this works. Hopefully it gets me into a better what's the word? Gets me in a better production type of like mood, I guess, and obviously like, I guess, just better habits in general. So I'm hoping that's the case, because I know like there's so many times, I don't know how many times I said it this year, where I was like, I'll see you guys soon, like I'll have a video tomorrow, and then you'll see the video next week. I hate that. Like, it really does kill me inside. Like, after a couple days, like, because they'll be there, okay, maybe next day, and then that next day ends up being like 5 days, and like I feel so much regret afterward. Like, seriously, I can't stress that enough. I really do. But hopefully this will fix it. I got some new inspiration, but hopefully it works out. That's all I'm saying. Hopefully 2021 is gonna be better for all of us. Other than that, I don't know what else to say. I think I said all I can, but I'm just looking forward to this next year, and I hope you guys will be there with me still, and hopefully we get that new channel back. And outside of that, I guess I'll see you Oswins tomorrow. Hopefully so. We'll see. Don't ever believe my word. At this point, I think that's like the first thing you should know about me. It's like, don't trust my word. Just hopefully it comes. But hey, at least we made videos on back-to-back days. So there's a start right there of hopefully of another good, well, maybe not another good year. That's a horrible way to put it, but hopefully to start of a very good year. And outside of that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Okay, love ya, and don't forget to stay awesome.